Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of the This Is Gonna Hurt podcast with Jay Gordon Duncan. If you're wondering why the J, the answer is I'm not a bagpipe player. And if that joke doesn't make any sense, I encourage you to check out episode 0, where I explain that joke, as well as the purpose of the This Is Gonna Hurt podcast, where we talk about faith, family, fitness, finances, and sometimes fun. Well, friends, thank you as always. Thank you for returning. I appreciate your feedback on last week's episode. Last week's episode was a little bit different, where I talked about some brain injury stories, and I might continue that up. I got good feedback, really not for the sake of sharing stories, but really for an opportunity to share my epilepsy journey and brain injury awareness. So thank you again, everybody. But I want to jump right in. At the Capitalize Your Best Facebook group, that's a public group where we post in there daily. I give content, I give posting ideas, I give general coaching advice. But then I have a separate group just for my clients. In that group, you can't find anywhere, you can't join it. You can only be a part of that Facebook group if you're a client of Capitalized Marketing. And we did something really special. At the end of every single month, we have a private seminar. Now, that seminar is on any topic. We usually have like 3 topics. We'll run it by the group. We've done email strategies. We've done end of year planning. We've gone deep dives on how to run seminars, but it's an exclusive seminar just for my clients. It's just one of the perks and one of the benefits. It's like 12 extra deep dive teaching times a year. Well, this week we had it, last week we had our seminar, and it was a preview of an upcoming opportunity that's really open to anybody. We had a guest CEO. I am launching a program called Capitalize CEO, and typically it's for people who've been through the Capitalize Your Best program, but ultimately it's open to anybody. And what we did is we brought on a guest CEO of a multi-million-dollar company, and the CEO shared insights of how he made the transition to being a CEO. He talked about things like what's the difference between a process and a system. That conversation was mind-blowing. He talked about what's absolutely necessary for every single business to scale. And then he took a Q&A from all of us. After he left, then we hung around for a little while longer, processed what he talked about, and then went deep dive with each other, and I moderated that conversation. It was one of the most beneficial and one of the most just incredibly encouraging and insightful seminars that we've ever had. And it's a preview of the Capitalize CEO program. And so what we did, that was open to, and that's one of the things we kind of do in the Capitalize Your Best exclusive, the elite Facebook group. They get previews like that, where they'll get access to something that hasn't even been released yet. But that program is completely separate. So what I want to do is I want to share, one, why did I start the Capitalize CEO program, and what are the details? Well, primarily, I started the Capitalize CEO program for the same reason I started everything else, which is I need it. And I was like, I need wisdom from CEOs that are ahead of me in this game. So I do everything I can to get time with them. And I ask those questions, and I try to make sure that I'm the person in the room who's learning when I'm around them. And I'm just trying to be quiet. And then, like, hey, what about this? I don't have anything to offer. I'm just listening. I'm just learning. Well, after a while, I thought this would be really beneficial for clients, for people to play part of. So that's the main reason. I just thought, well, I need it. And then I looked around at my clients, and I was like, I know they need it. So what we're going to do in this Capitalized CEO program is it's going to meet twice a month. Once a month, it's going to be led by our guest CEO, and just reach out to me. I'll let you know who that is. And then we have other CEOs in the area and across the country who are going to join us. They're going to share their wisdom. Again, how did they get into the CEO role? What did they learn about scaling? We're going to go deep dives into particular topics and particular industries. And then on the off week, I will lead a conversation around what we learned from that. So you've got once a month with our CEO, and then 2 weeks later, I'll lead a conversation with everyone else about where we are in processing what we've learned, where we are in terms of applying what we've learned. And so the goal there is to have at least 2 one-hour sessions every single month where we get to go deep in applying what we're learning from the CEOs, because it's amazing that they're part of this program. We're talking multi-million-dollar companies and their CEOs spending time and investing. Ultimately, this group will have a private community. We haven't established that yet. It's coming up very soon. And there will be some giveaways in terms of like content and skills and systems and programs that can be implemented, and they'll all be a part of that fee. So it's a quarterly commitment. You have to pay per quarter. Reach out to me. I think it's insanely affordable, but you have to make at least a 3-month commitment. And in that 3-month commitment, again, you're going to get one monthly deep dive with the CEO. Then 2 weeks later, you're going to get a one-on-one, excuse me, a group with me where I am doing everything I can to help us to apply what we've learned. And it's up to the CEOs. Some of them are going to make themselves available to you in terms of like phone calls, text, and get-togethers. That's up to each one that comes in. But we do have one consistent CEO who's leading us. Reach out to me to learn more about that. Again, private community, and then ultimately we're going to have systems and programs and things that are going to be given away absolutely for free as part of your membership. So if you're growing your business, or if you're growing in your profession and you would like to make that leap, and you would like to get time with multi-million-dollar business CEOs where you can learn from them, ask questions from them, then you can, as a group, go deeper with the community as we learn, and then get programs and gifts from that community, and you're willing to do it at least on a 90-day basis, I'd say I encourage you, reach out to me. I think the Capitalize CEO program is going to be a game changer, and it is launching in November. So November 1st will be the launch of that program. So reach out to me, the Capitalize CEO program. I think it's phenomenal. I think there's a lot to learn from it. I've already benefited from it. And I think our group of Capitalize Your Best clients did as well this month. So friends, I hope you have a tremendous week, a tremendous month, tremendous fourth quarter, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.